and friends and my new subscribers. I love you guys. You're so awesome. I can't believe the wonderful insight you guys are coming up with. I mean, stuff that I never thought of. And that is going to be part of this video. This video is going to be the accident and the cover-up. I think we should start with an addict's point of view on this one, which is going to be different from the other ones that you've heard of. So let's get into it, guys. The first one is Warriors Path State Park. That's where she was after Candus went and picked up Grandma's prescription and Hunter and Grandma. They were all at Warriors Path. Okay? And they did a little swimming there. And when they did the swimming there, and I'm going to have to put this out. I hate saying this, but I think was probably the most that Summer Wells had been watched that day. Because Candus was not keeping an eye on this little angel. Hunter was kind of watching her more than Candus was, and I really don't think Hunter was watching her either. Because Hunter's a kid too. They have a problem with having a kid watch a kid instead of doing it themselves. And that's all addict mentality. Also busy mother, but could be addict mentality. That's what I'm going to go with here. I think that started it. I think she wasn't supervised or watched the rest of the day. I think while they were at the park, something happened. Either she went underwater for too long or, you know, got entangled in something in the bottom, but she was under too long. So that's the accident number one that I'm kind of going with. So when they get back in the car, they go to the store. They stopped a couple of other places after this. But look at how dangerous this looks. It really looks dangerous to me. You know, you got this little girl. How many things could have happened to her out there? I mean, bumping her head, slipping on a rock, dry drowning, period. A lot of things can happen. It doesn't look like a safe place. So they went from here and they went to the store. And of course, they went to a couple of vape shops. This isn't in order. I'm just telling you the run of the day. So when they get to the store, they've got Hunter in the car with Summer for who knows how long. We can't get a timeline on this. I'm not even going to go by Candus's timeline because you know she has a problem with time. She's not sure about time. So we're gonna just go with the story and not really go with her timeline so much. I think they were in the car for longer than she's saying. And here's accident number two where it could have happened at. Because Hunter is a big guy, but he's still a kid. So he's in the car. They went in the store, left him and Summer in there. Was he playing around with her, tossing her around a little bit? You could definitely hurt her pretty easy just by tossing her around. She could have hit her head. Shaken baby syndrome will come in play with something this small, you know. Or was he watching the videos and, you know, I don't know if he used the vape then or not. I can't tell you. It's speculation. While this kid's running around playing in the back seat, you know, Summer was very hyper, you know. She wanted to play, and of course, who wouldn't? So she's jumping around in the back seat. Is she eating stuff off the floor, you guys? Because there's a lot of meds that look just like Skittles. It's happened before that a child has gotten hold of somebody else's meds. And it's happened a lot. Because meds look like candy. And from what I can see of this car, it doesn't look like it was cleaned out on the regular. So who knows what was on the floorboard? Who knows what was in it? Stuff was pretty much slung in it, so anything could have went anywhere. So my second thing is, did she eat something off the floor? Did she get into somebody's meds? Is that why she got tired? Or was she just tired from playing? I don't know. But if she ate something off that floor, it could definitely be knocking her out real quick because she's very tiny. So they went and took Hunter home. After the food thing, the thing at the store, they loaded up and they took Hunter home. So on the way home, Summer is going to sleep. So I'm not sure what happened in the time between taking Hunter home and them getting home themselves. But this is the actual last footage of her taken alive. Okay? The footage of her on the milk cartons on the way home was the last video, the last picture, the last anything taken of Summer. So, does that not seem strange? I've been saying, why is there no videos? Why is there no pictures of Summer or anybody else after they get home and supposedly are planting flowers? And I think this is what happened. I think they got home, and maybe on the way home, they're seeing her not do too good. Either she's nodding out, it's not looking good, she's not getting up. Why didn't you get the picture of her hand over her head? She's not moving. Either that happened, or Grandma and Candus went somewhere to do some drugs, because I don't know where all they went that day, but those vape shops, I think it's called the Rainbow House or the party houses or whatever, have a lot of people in them. So we don't really know who they came in contact with that day and what they bought or what they sold. We don't know. But I'm thinking they picked up something that day. They picked up some kind of drug that day, Candus and Grandma. So they get home, either Summer's already out and they start panic mode going, oh my God, we've got to do something with her. And here's another thing. They did not get rid of her body because of the boys. I have seen so many of you comment, well, of course, she didn't want anybody to know because she would get her boys taken away. No, that's not an addict mentality at all. She hid her because she was scared to death of Dawn. And so was Grandma. That's even in writing. Candus even wrote that. I'm afraid for my life. And Grandma's afraid for her life from Dawn. They're scared to death of him. I've even seen other things where she said he has this horrible temper. I'm sure some bad stuff has come out from him in the past, and I know he was physically abusive to Candus. Because that's in writing, guys. We're not disputing that. We know that happened. She's scared to death. Because this is Dawn's angel. And he left you to watch her. And where's she at? He's going to be pissed. And he is going to start beating on her, and she knows it. So self-preservation kicks in, like it would with any addict, And the story about, hey, we were planting some flowers. We were having fun. Here's what an addict does. They tell you stories with sentimental things in them because they think you'll buy it easier that way. So otherwise, Chase on the scene here, I don't know who put him in there, but that was very sentimental. Very good addition to the story. Washing our hands, planting flowers. I took her little hand and walked her over to the house. These are all shows of I'm a good mother and Grandma gave her a piece of candy. It's all deflects. It's all deflecting. That's all it is. This whole story to me does not pass the smell test. Now, a lot of you say, well, I think that something happened after she got home. She did go in the house. She fell down to the basement and hurt herself, or she went out the back door and ran down the hill and hurt herself, tried to go to swing and hurt herself. These all could have happened. And I believe they're pretty probable too. I mean, they all could have happened. But to me, the story, this story just does not pass the smell test. And an addict will do it every time they want something sentimental that you can latch on to. The good grandma, she gives you candy. She bakes a cookie. She's lovely. The good mom, she plants flowers with you and then washes your hand and then walks your little self over to the house because that's an excellent mother. The excellent mother doesn't have you go in the front and have three rowdy boys take care of you. I don't know. We don't know if that even happened. I'm really, yeah. So anyway, if Don knows about it now, he's breaking under pressure. All three of them are. Grandma took off. She flew the coop. Like, no, I don't want any more to do with this. It just got too hot for her and she's gone. And I think she might be helping someone wherever she went. That's true too. But I think the TBI just hammering her got to her and she went, look, Candace, I can't do it anymore. I'm out. I need a break. Things are getting too hot. And I think your link is going to be Grandma. It's not going to come from Candace or Dawn. They are not going to break under pressure. Grandma is. And another thing, those boys are going to tell the truth. Something's going to come out soon because there's too many weakest links in this chain. The strongest ones are holding tight, and that's Candace and Dawn. They're not going to say anything. But Candace and maybe Grandma, or maybe just Candace, but they put her body somewhere. They hit her. And I don't know if Candace called someone and said, hey, get over here and help me. This bad thing has happened, and they've helped her. That could have very well be too. There could be more players to this we don't know about. But I know that she didn't make it past that day without some kind of accident, you guys. It's getting clearer and clearer. There's too many days going by. There's too much time going by. There's nothing new coming out of this. It doesn't look right. It doesn't smell right. And I think Candace and Grandma got rid of the body, went back to the house, went over the story, made up the story, and then called Dawn and said, oh my God, Dawn, Summer's missing. And what did Don do? Oh, he flipped the heck out, which is not as bad as what he would have done if he would have known the truth. Does he know the truth now? I don't know. He seems like he is flipping out, but it could be twofold. He could be flipping out because he's lost his baby. Or he could be flipping out because he knows what happened to her. Because he says things that are out of the ordinary, like, she's not here. Why are you even looking here? She's not here. How do you know that? And then the second thing he does is always throw in God. And all of these things that he's doing is, some of it sounds like insight, like she's not here anymore. That's almost like insight. And then deflecting with, oh, I'm going to God. If I've done anything or if they've done anything, we're already forgiven. Don't even worry about it. We're all under God's care now. No, you're not. You're not. And there's going to be a weakest link break here soon. I don't know which one. But my theory again is the planting never happened. The ironing of the clothes never happened. The boys coming out and playing with them and putting up groceries did not happen. It could have happened before they called Dawn. Okay, I'll give you that. They could have done all that stuff while they were getting their story together before they called Dawn, because the boys don't know anything. If you have three boys and they're playing and they're watching TV or they have a game, they don't know what's going on around them. That's how they are. That's how kids are. But I'm seeing a whole lot of secrets here. We've got a lot of secrets and a lot of cover up. I would love to see her found and found safe. My first theory was that somebody within the realm of the family or church took this child. Man, it's just so long though. The time is going by. I would love to believe that, but you guys, there's just too many signs pointing the other way. A lot of deflecting going on, a lot of self-preservation looks like. It doesn't make sense. But the story, the theory of them doing something to this little girl or her having an accident on her own makes sense. They got home, the accident happened, or maybe the accident happened before they got home. They hid the body. They went straight into self-preservation cover-up, and that's where the planting of flowers into the house story came. And they came up with all that before they called Dawn. So why did Dawn say they went for a walk and she's now missing? I don't understand that piece at all. So what do you guys think? Do you think that it happened before they got home? Do you believe there was an accident? Do you believe there was a cover-up? Do you believe Dawn is involved or not? Do you believe Grandma's involved? Because she flew the coop. What do you guys think happened? Does any of this make sense to you? I'm just wondering. But anyway, I would just love to hear from you guys. This is where I'm at with it right now. Can't wait to hear from you. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.